does that word mean? You know the word I'm talking about. Everyone is using it. It's an important word, but it means different things to different people. What does inclusive mean? Does it mean just to include? I don't know, that seems kind of too straightforward. So I'm going back over to our expert, LaFawn from Indeed. Is there a constant definition of inclusivity, or is it ever changing? Like, what is the situation?
So inclusion is really, it's an intentional act, right? It's an intentional act. It's different than diversity, where you're like, let's have one of everything represented, or let's make sure people can see themselves. Inclusion is an intentional action. So it's making sure that when you have had the opportunities, you are giving it to others. You are including them in a way that they haven't been included before. So the program, Rising Voices, with Lena and Hillman Grad, our first season, those filmmakers created jobs for 600 other people. 600 other people. That's inclusion. It's an intentional action to make sure people that haven't had a seat at the table before now do.
And also, too, it was because they wanted to include us at the table about how they could help. We actually were able to voice doing something a little different, because they were like, why don't we get one filmmaker, we give them this amount of money, they can make an ad for Indeed. And we said, why don't we give 10 filmmakers, split that up differently, do a short film around the importance of work, and so now we're including even more people at the table. And that's a shout out to Reese Rajani, who was like, we got this opportunity to do something with them. And we just really appreciate you listening to us and hearing our ideas and us saying, why don't we try this? And now we're in our second season of doing it. Got 10 more filmmakers, super excited. And they get to be leaders on their set. And you guys gave us extra money for COVID, things that we have to deal with on sets and things like that. And then two of those filmmakers are gonna be directing 2 episodes of The Shy this season. And so that's, again, it's about intentional, it's about sitting at the table, having the conversation, asking the question, and then also too, and even being here today, to having all of you here talking about how important work is, what work means, what inclusion means. Super grateful to you to be here to even moderate this panel. This is sort of born out of you guys being intentional from the start, letting us come with our intentions, and then bringing more people to the table. And it's just been super exciting, and I think you're right, it is an action. Because diversity it's gonna be about optics. Inclusion is about, okay, I'm including you in the conversation, therefore I have to be very intentional about me listening to what you gotta say.
Yes. And I also think too, I don't think in the past people knew either how to be inclusive or that they could be inclusive, right? I think about, my inception story and how, Issa basically was like, hey, HBO, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm doing. And on their end, they had to be willing, because it takes 1, the ask, and 2, the permission, right? It takes 2 people being like, we see that this is important, let's rock. And so now on my end, I'm ready to forget when I did my first special, it was like, all right, well, these producers had never worked with the network, but I was like, I've seen their work, I think they're good. Now, the network is like, we love them. They're using them for a whole bunch of other things. Now with my second special, I'm like, it could just be the Yvonne Orji show, or I could bring some other people along. And so now I'm giving someone else a chance to be like a first-time showrunner, or head writer in this way, and get the attention of the network. So now they're in the zeitgeist. Even that's in everything. When I did tape the first special, I was like, hey, these are some Black set photographers that I love working with. Can they do set photography? Now they 2 booked for me. I'm like, dang. I'm like, hey, fam, can you shoot? Hey, fam. This is okay, I gave you the alley-oop. Now you book. Bless the visit. But that's what happens, because the reality is you hope and anticipate that people are actively looking to be inclusive, but everybody's not on their radar. So you, as a person that has a platform, you bring people to other people's radar, and then it skyrockets from there. And now from their overflow, they get to bring other people in. And that's literally how the table keeps going.
Well, and I wonder too, because does it have to do with race? Does it have to do with gender? Does it have to do with youth? Who is being included who is being included that makes us feel like this is a great place to work?
It's a little bit across the gamut. I think it's anybody who hasn't already always been included.
Right, I agree.
You know, it's like whatever that
Yeah.
anyone else.
Because you can go into the color, but then you do have to look at women, but also like people who have disabilities, and like there's a gamut of people that feel they have not had a space and had an opportunity to do things. So I think it's also about like just those people who just don't have even the chance, like trying to use your voice and say, you know, I want them I need them here. I want them in the room. And it doesn't always work. You know, when you're doing a movie or you're doing a TV show, it's a tricky game to play sometimes because people, they're going to put on their friends and all of these things, but you try to fight as much as you can to leave room for those that you know can get the job done.
And as an immigrant too, for me, I'm like, how many Nigerians can I put on something? You know what I mean? Like, I'm bringing the whole family, you know, because it was really hard. Culturally, there wasn't a lot of examples of people who were doing it. I mean, I think when I started or when I was really in it, it was like Lupita, and then my mom was like, your friend has one now, an Oscar. I was like, I don't know her. She don't know me. You know, and then it was just like, that was the first time my mom was like, maybe your dreams are doable because this girl from Kenya did it. Then you got Uzo. And so it's like, as we include more different voices, from different backgrounds, that's also critical and that's also important because it shows people what's possible.
Yeah, and when I get an opportunity, I feel like it's always important to, you know, give that opportunity to other people too, even if it's a friend and someone that I'm working with. It's like, can you think of someone? I'm always gonna put the people I know on and make sure that they're successful and winning too. So I don't ever am just a selfish person. It's like, no, I'm just gonna keep this opportunity for myself. I want everyone to win because there's room for everyone to win, especially.
And it's also the people who, like you said, want to win, because just because you know them don't mean that they don't mean that that's what
That's what I'm saying.
We were shooting in the gym, but also
I want my sister to win, but if you can't beat my face, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, I am on you. You have to be able to do the job too at the end of the day.
Yes.
I have a question. What job? I want a good sentence. What is a place or a project that you've worked or a project that you've been a part of where you felt like this is a very inclusive situation. I feel like this is amazing. I want to come to work every day. Talk to me.
I just filmed a movie in Thailand called Shiros, and that's where I felt like really celebrated. And it was just, you know, it was diverse people there, but I just felt included in everything. Like, every day I woke up, I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to work. And it didn't even feel like work to me. That's like the best thing when you are working, but it just feels like, oh, we're just chilling and just having a good time.
and in Thailand.
Yeah.
Shiros season what? I'm like, when can I do that? I came out the gate blessed. I'm not gonna lie. Insecure was probably like the creme de la creme. We cried when we finished because we were like, will this ever happen again? Because it was a family, but it was super inclusive. It was like hair and makeup trailer. You saw people that looked like you that could do your hair and makeup. Writers, you saw, I mean, even down to like, you know, season 4, when Molly had a love interest that was Asian, the writers hired an Asian writer to be able to make sure that that voice was represented. Yes. So it's not just like, I mean, this is what I think an Asian man would say. It's like, nah, let's hear what an Asian man would say. Yes. And also support him. And so it's just like, our writer's room had everything from black, white, queer, straight, married, single. Like, that's true inclusivity. That's true diversity.
Yes.
So for me, I was spoiled, and it's like I'm chasing that high. So I'm a little advantaged, or in a way where I'm like, that's my norm. So I'm going to believe and act as if that's possible everywhere. I mean, I've done other things. I'm like, oh, dang, you're not in Kansas anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're not in ATM. Come on.
Listen.
But, you know, but when you know it's possible, you chase it. Because that's exposure. That's what when people see a Lena, they're like, oh, I could do it. When you know, so exposure is the great equalizer, I believe.
I'm having a blast doing Color Purple right now, the movie musical version.
Yes.
Like, our leadership blitz has been amazing. It's so collaborative. You know, I just love going to work because everybody there is egoless and is there to work. And that feels
That's
so
the
good
part.
when you're in a room and it's like, I want to see you win. I want you to do your best work. And then they can help elevate you and your artistry. And so I'm really, really enjoying that. And everyone from hair, makeup crew, to assistants, to the producers, it's diverse. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that's my favorite. I don't know if that's what you thought I was gonna say, but
No, I love it. I love it.
And to what you said too, inclusion at any level.
Every level,
because
really.
PAs, you would be amazed how like that's such an entry level job, and there's still not a lot of African American PAs.
Exactly.
And it's just like, how else? You talk about in front of the camera, you talk about directing, you talk about in the restaurant. We just trying to serve people lunch. You know what I mean? Like that should be a place where
that's
we
a
can.
way in for a
That's
lot
a
of
way
people.
in for a lot of people.
That's a way in.
And some people still are not included even at the bottom. So it's like you got to look at inclusivity from everywhere, top to bottom.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, inclusivity is a huge topic. I wish we could talk about it all afternoon, but there's one last topic that we have to discuss, and I'm only going to do this so you know what we're getting ready for.
money, 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 money.
Show me money.
So thank you again, and please visit Indeed.com/Rising Voices to learn more about this whole initiative. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.